All right, gang, I want to show and share with you a theory of TMR that I just think makes everything really simple. It makes you see why the quote opposite side works. So I'm going to talk about shortening tissue or lengthening tissue. So for example, if I am trying to go into abduction or to lift my arm out to the side, this tissue has to lengthen to make that work. And let's just say, ow, I don't like that. That tissue doesn't like it. One of the things that we do traditionally is we continue to try to lengthen it, even though maybe it doesn't feel good, all right? Or it just gives us a resistance. And again, I'm not saying one way is good or bad here, guys. What I'm saying is, hey, this is the way that we choose. We either lengthen tissue or we shorten tissue. We go into restriction or we go into ease. We go into comfort or we go into discomfort, all right? Fair enough. That's one of two things. That's what we do in therapy. If I can't lengthen this, we can either try to lengthen it, all right? Or we can try to shorten it. How can I shorten it? How can I shorten this using this arm? Well, I can shorten the tissue that's here by bending my trunk and reaching into abduction, maybe back and front. That does my trunk, shortens that tissue. Now there's a mechanism, strain counterstrain talks about it, that as you shorten tissue, it resets the firing of the, I forget what it is, and makes it go back to normal. So for example, if I have a normal firing of my bicep, maybe it's like this, normal firing of the tricep keeps it in homeostasis, let's say, and then I injure it, and now it's firing like crazy. Well, to stretch it out, it makes it fire even more like crazy, all right? But to shorten it, it seems to stop that or lessen it, hold it or contract it for a certain period of time, and it resets it so that it goes back to normal. It seems to work faster, right? With that thought process, then how can I shorten this tissue? I can go beyond, I can go like this. That's a trunk bend that shortens that tissue, right? So that's how we get the trunk involved. How we get the arm involved is we come over here, and when I lift and lengthen this side, what's happening this side? It's shortening that tissue on this side. If I kick up this leg, it's shortening that tissue. If I kick across like that, it's shortening this tissue. Now all I have to do is remember when I'm looking for something, I find an arm, a trunk, and a leg to shorten the tissue or lengthen it. So theoretically, I'm lengthening here. I want to lengthen. That's what I've chosen to do. I want to try lengthening instead of shortening. You know, more of a traditional approach. Okay, look, we'll try to lengthen the arm more. I can side bend more to the opposite side, which lengthens it even more. I can do a kick across this way and hit it even more. That lengthens it. You can say by standing on this leg and lifting up, this muscle contracts. You could say that. Maybe more like this is going to be more. Yeah, that's going to lengthen it more. Fair? So that's shortening and lengthening is happening. And that gives you a very nice, clean picture of how in the world this side is fixing this side. And it doesn't look so woo-woo. So I hope that helps. I'll be giving you some more theory as we go along.